Sentai Zyuranger!
Hey guys, and welcome to yet another one of my Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 35, Ninja Warrior Boy. Let's watch the episode. The episode opens with Boy seeing a wanted poster for a bodyguard at a ninja school and decides to apply. At the ninja school it appears to be abandoned until Boy is attacked by throwing stars. Blocking the stars with his daggers, he demands the person show themselves, when two identical girls appear and start to attack him. Before they merge into one, and Boy realises it's shadow cloning technique. She introduces herself as Chisato, Tamura Ninja School's 13th warrior. As she explains how the tricks were set off, Dan senses a presence watching them and stabs the ceiling. A green-clothed figure leaves by the roof, but is stopped by Boy. The intruder is Dora Ninja, and the two fight until Dora Ninja disappears. It turns out Bandora and her monster are after the elixir of life. Inside, Chisato's dad is working at some high-tech looking computers, but he can't be distracted. On the moon, Dora Ninja returns as Bandora says humans already lived too long, and the elixir must be hers. Grifforza, Buckback and Tosspat are in the forest being followed by Boy, as they conspire to take the elixir for themselves and not Bandora, as Boy ninjas himself about behind them. As the monsters arrive at the school, they trigger the traps, and Chisato challenges them, but is knocked down by Grifforza before they take the 3 jars containing the elixir. In the forest, they each drink, but are overcome with headaches and stomach aches, as Boy and Chisato appear and announce it was full of peppers. Boy and Chisato fight the monsters, with Boy showing his ninja skills like disappearing leaves trick. As the monsters are about to leave, the rest of the rangers arrive, also in ninja clothes. As Geki says they should capture them, some ninja-clad golems appear, fight the rangers and Chisato. As they beat off the golems and the monsters run, they try to pursue, but are stopped by some small explosions. On the moon, Bandora is beating her minions for trying to betray her, before sending Dora Ninja to get the elixir. Chisato's dad tells them the family saying is learn from the monkeys, and when he went and studied chimps, he found out they were using healing herbs and grasses, which he used to make the elixir. It turns out the dad had already asked the other rangers to guard him during his research, and Boy was actually the bait they were using. Dora Ninja is beneath the house and lets off a smoke bomb before taking the elixir ingredients, but is stopped by the rangers saying he's taken the wrong stuff. As the rangers transform, they fight Dora Ninja. But he reveals he has taken Chisato hostage before blasting the rangers. Chisato tells Boy to use the shadow cloning technique, which Boy uses to become 6 yellow rangers. Running and jumping around Dora Ninja, landing blows on him until he can get Chisato away. Bandora decides to make her monster grow, and the rangers call upon their guardian beasts. Dora Ninja fires at them as they come charging in, but they are assisted by a surprise appearance of King Brachion, who blasts Dora Ninja, giving the rangers time to form Daijujin. Knocking away Dora Ninja's sword, Daijujin is caught with a chain weapon, until Geki calls for Godhorn. Cutting the chain, and unleashing super legendary lightning cut, destroying Dora Ninja. Later, Boy is shocked as Chisato says she wishes to marry Boy to keep the bloodline going. She decided when he saved her life. As the Rangers and her dad watch and laugh, Chisato chases Boy around, trying to grab him. Okay, so that was actually quite a fun episode, but if I had to nitpick any one thing about this, the whole thing that like they're trying to do, Bandora and her minions, and obviously Dora Ninja as well, are trying to steal an elixir of life. Yet, at no point, once the Zyurangers, other than Boy, are involved in this episode, not once does anyone say, "Oh, Geki, do you think we could use this, like, amazing, like, potion on your brother? If it's an elixir of life." I mean, Bandora wants it to become immortal. Grafforza, Buckback, and Totterpat want to steal it and not give it to Bandora so they can be the ones that are immortal. But at no point does anyone go, we know someone who's dying. Do you think we can maybe get a bit of this elixir and see if, like, you know, we can make him live? Where's the Barai love? Where is the Dragon Ranger love? You know, that's my one little niggle with this one. On the other hand, though, I think it is quite fun. Obviously, Boy goes off on his own. He's the only ranger for about half the episodes. And yeah, he goes up, he, like, you know, he's quick enough to avoid the traps that are set in the dojo. Although why a dojo would have traps set, I'm not quite sure on that. I mean, okay, yeah, even if people happen coming in, you still don't set traps in case you actually have valid, like, students. Unless it's a case of, well, you're dead. You're not good enough for the school. Next. Yeah, I don't quite. But yeah, he's able to, like, avoid the traps. Apparently, it's all set off by wires, she said. But you've got the shadow cloning technique, which Boy ends up using to become 5 or 6 Tiger Rangers. That is actually pretty cool. And that is actually something that sort of comes in more sort of not next season, but the season after with Ninja Sentai Kakaranger. They use all those, like, ninja techniques, like the empty clothes that just sort of fall there and they appear somewhere else, or the cloning, or just the dummy technique and things like that. So it's nice to sort of see that in here. It's like, you know, Boy is like the ninja boy, quite literally. But yeah, it's also nice to see that, you know, out of the evil ones, you know, they may be loyal to the Great Witch Bandora, but they're still not completely loyal. They're like, you know, we want to be immortal, we want the power, so they all go down and they steal the 3 bottles. Instead of giving them to Pandora, they drink them themselves, which are sort of like, you know, full of, I think it was chili peppers or something they said, designed just to make them have stomach aches and that. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't have been very honourable, but they could have just put poison in and taken out half of Bandora's minions in one, like, fell swoop. Or even Bandora, if they'd actually given her the thing, and then, you know, the world would be safe from Bandora. Instead of just giving her a stomachache. Which I suppose would be better than the migraines that she occasionally gets in this. She comes to think of it, she doesn't get headaches anywhere near as much as she does in Power Rangers. I guess having to put up with Saban's cheesy dialogue is enough for a lot of people to get headaches. I do remember like cringing it quite a bit when I was watching it with my daughter a couple of years back. Although I did love it when I was a kid. But going back to this, I mean, Dora Ninja, an interesting villain. I think also one of the ones used in one of the Power Rangers games. Going through some videos the other day and actually saw, although they actually called it the Dark Knight, which I think is what they actually called the Black Knight in Power Rangers. But for some reason they called Dora Ninja the Dark Knight in one of the games, which is a bit strange. But it's interesting to see, you know, they do have other skills. So with Boy being proper like ninja, that's actually pretty cool. And of course, the other Rangers obviously coming in and, oh yeah, they can do ninja stuff as well. And they've got the ninja costumes and stuff. It's lots of like, okay, they're all joining in. But yeah, this was a good chance for Boy to shine. The only, well, other than the whole, why not let Barai have the potion or the elixir or whatever you want to call it. What the hell was that ending about? That girl going, oh yes, you're going to be my husband. We need to keep the bloodline good for future ninjas. And everyone's just laughing, and even her dad. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. If I was her dad, I'd be like, whoa, no, stay. You leave. No talk of marriage. Way too young. I get it, different cultures, but even so, she looks about 12. I'm not having like my 10, 12-year-old daughter talking about marriage and keeping bloodlines good for breeding more ninjas. No. Just no. And the fact everyone's just okay with it. Like, oh, yeah, get married, boy. Get married to that little... No. Again, like I say, I know it's different cultures. You can't judge, but that's one bit that just felt a little bit sort of off for me. I mean, like I said, I enjoy it all. I get it's different cultures. But yeah, too young. Too young. If she'd been like an 18-year-old or something, closer to their ages. But then I guess the joke wouldn't have hit there. Yeah. That's my thoughts on the episodes. There's not really that much more to go through. I mean, although saying that, and here's a parting thought, actually, because I'm going to end it here. But my parting thought has to be, why aren't the monkeys invincible? If this is going to be a elixir of life and invincibility like Pandora wants and all the rest of it, why aren't the monkeys invincible? Think on that one. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Tiger!